Hello everyone, this is my second video related to the chapter The Living World. Biodiversity. Bio means life and diversity means variety. So, biodiversity is the variety of all life forms. The different plants, animals, microorganisms, their genes, and the ecosystems of which they are a part. The term biodiversity was first coined by Walter G. Rosen in 1985. Need for classification. Taxonomy, one of the oldest branch of biological science, which deals with naming of organisms, that is nomenclature, and placing them in groups or categories according to a particular plan or sequence, that is classification. So classification is the practice of placing living organisms into distinct groups based on their similarities and differences. Classification helps to arrange the organisms in specific groups. It also makes the study of different organisms very convenient, as by studying just a few representative organisms of a group. It also helps in the identification of unknown organisms by comparing their features with some similar looking known organisms. Classification helps in interpreting the poorly developed structures of the fossil organisms. It helps to place the organisms in a specific sequence to show their evolutionary relationship. Species are the basic units of classification, and the main function of classification is to describe the species and group them into higher categories on the basis of their resemblances and relationship. Taxonomy. In Greek, taxis means arrangement and nomos means law. Taxonomy is the branch of study that deals with principles and procedures of identification, nomenclature, and classification of organisms. In other words, it is the component of systematics concerned with naming, describing, and classifying organisms. It specifically focuses on the theory and practice of classification of all plants, animals, and microorganisms of the world. It collects information about external and internal structure, along with the structure of cell, developmental processes, biochemistry, physiological characteristics, and ecological features of organisms to trace similarities and differences. Systematics. According to G.G. Simpson, 1961, it is the scientific study of the kinds and diversity of organisms and of any and all relationships, all biological interactions among them. This is the picture of Simpson. So systematics is commonly defined as the study of biological diversity and the relationships among organisms. From the Latinized Greek word systema means organized whole or order or sequence, as applied to systems of classification developed by early naturalists, notably Carolus Linnaeus. Linnaeus used Systema Naturae as the title of his publication. Systematics take into account evolutionary relationships between organisms. Concept of species. This is the picture of John Ray, John John, R-A-Y, Ray. This is the picture of John Ray. John Ray proposed the term species. Species is a group of individuals which can interbreed among themselves and can produce fertile offspring. A species is a group of individuals which can interbreed among themselves and can produce fertile offsprings. This is called biological species concept because the species is defined on the basis of interbreeding. They show complete anatomical similarity. They have similar karyotype and genetic material. They have similarity in their biochemistry. For example, all the humans in this world can interbreed among themselves and produce fertile children. Therefore, all the humans belong to the same species. Now we will study about binomial nomenclature and its rules. In front of you, there is a picture of Carolus Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus, father of taxonomy. Binomial nomenclature which you are going to study is proposed by him only. Carl von Linné or Carolus Linnaeus. He is the father of taxonomy. Carl Linnaeus was a famous botanist, zoologist and physician who brought about binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature is a naming system in classification of species. So, binomial nomenclature is a naming system in which species classification takes place. So, he classified species and after that he allotted scientific names. He was famous for his different books published which laid foundation for nomenclature. He was known for two works, namely Species Plantarum in 1753 for plants and Systema Naturae in 1758. These two books are still used in naming plants and animals. Carolus Linnaeus, who is famous for his different books, mentioned in his book that how naming of organisms takes place, how we put forward scientific names like this. So in Species Plantarum, he classified plants and in Systema Naturae, he classified animals. Let's start binomial system of nomenclature. This system was proposed by Carl Linnaeus in 1753 in his book Species Plantarum. But actual idea that scientific name of an organism consists of two words which also have an universal acceptance was first introduced by Gaspard Bauhin. This is the picture of Gaspard Bauhin, who was a Swiss botanist. So Carolus Linnaeus is a profounder of theory part of binomial nomenclature, but actual idea was first time introduced by Gaspard Bauhin. According to this system, either plants or animals or microbes, the name of an organism consists of two Latin or Latinized words. First part is generic epithet, which indicates genus, and second part is called specific epithet, which indicates species. If there is plant, then botanical name it will be. If animal, then zoological name, and if microbe, then it will be microbial name. For plants, scientific names are based on agreed principles and criteria which are provided in International Code of Botanical Nomenclature (ICBN). Similarly, animal taxonomists have evolved International Code of Zoological Nomenclature (ICZN). The scientific names ensure that each organism has only one name. Some rules are given here. Biological names are usually written in Latin word and in italics font. Scientific name usually contains two parts. First word is genus and the second word is species or specific epithet. Genus name starts with a capital letter while species name starts with a small letter. You can see in the example of mango. Botanical name of mango is Mangifera indica. So you can see here that you know that Mangifera is genus. So M is written in capital letter while indica is a species. So I is written in small letter. Biological name is or printed in italics to indicate their Latin origin and underlined when it is handwritten. Students, if you are writing scientific name in copy or somewhere else with pen or pencil, then you will underline both the words separately. Means genus and species both should be underlined if you are writing with pen or pencil in copy, and both the words should be underlined separately. Example, you can see Mangifera indica, mango, Homo sapiens, human, etc. Students, I want to remind you one thing. Whenever you write any scientific name with pencil or pen in copy, so you underline both the words, both the this one genus and species. But sometimes some students, what they do mistake, that suppose in Mangifera G letter is there, so they underline here till here, then again means they break the line. That is wrong. Try to avoid this mistake. It should be, line should be in continuous form. You will underline like this, and then gap will be there, and then you will underline species indica. There should be gap between these two words.